Hello, TOEFL students. Today, we're going to talk about TOEFL Written Expression Skills 19 and 20. So first, let's talk about nouns. What are nouns? Nouns are words or groups of words that name people, places, things, or ideas. So let's look at some of the common problems with nouns that you will see on the TOEFL test. The most common problem with nouns is singular versus plural. You should check other words in the sentence to see if the noun is singular or plural. So look at the articles, expressions of quantity, verbs, etc. Check irregular plurals. Check for countable and uncountable nouns and the expressions that go with each type. Check noun, person versus thing. For example, director versus direction. These are some common irregular plural nouns. Look through this chart and try to remember the ones that you do not already know. Skill 19 is singular and plural nouns. A common problem in the written expression section of the TOEFL test is having a singular noun used where a plural noun is needed, or having a plural noun used where a singular noun is needed. So, you should watch very carefully for key words, like these here, that show if a noun should be singular. And also key words like these that show if a noun should be plural. Let's look at some example sentences. Number 1. We found several cats in the backyard. Look, here is one of those key words, several. Several is used with plural nouns, like cats. The second sentence. We took a new route to the beach house. A is a key word that shows that the noun should be singular. Skill 20 is about countable and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns we can count using numbers. Most nouns are countable nouns. So I can look at this picture and say that there are 4 cupcakes because cupcakes is countable. But some nouns are uncountable nouns. They cannot be counted with numbers. They may be abstract ideas like love, luck, or happiness, or maybe they are too small or too hard to count, like liquids. I cannot say that I have 1 happiness or 2 happinesses because it is uncountable. And sometimes it is unclear why nouns are uncountable, like homework or luggage. And we just have to remember these irregular nouns. On the written expression section of the TOEFL test, you should watch very carefully for these key words that indicate whether a noun is countable or uncountable. These key expressions are only used for countable nouns. So if you see one of these in the sentence, the noun needs to be countable. And these key expressions are only used with uncountable nouns. Look at the example sentence. He has visited many exotic places. Here we have many, which is an expression that's only used with countable nouns. So the noun, places, has to be countable. Here are the strategies for the written expression section of the TOEFL test. Read the complete sentence. Identify subjects and verbs. Check agreement, singular subject, singular verb. Check tense. Present perfect is have or has plus past participle. Passive sentences are to be plus past participle. Check form. After modal verbs, there's the infinitive without to, or the verb in base form. Check the nouns. If they're singular, plural, countable, uncountable. Check pronouns. Check the adjectives and adverbs. Check for parallel structure. Check prepositions. Check make and do. Check like, alike, unlike, and dislike. And finally, check for other, the other, others, the others, and another. Now, let's look at 3 examples of written expression questions that have problems with the nouns. Number 1. Cone shells live in much different seas and feed mainly on small fish and worms. There's a subject, cone shells, and a verb, live. Then, look, we have the expression much, and we know much is used with uncountable nouns. But here, seas, this is countable. We know it's countable because it's written as plural. So, our answer to this sentence is boy. We should have many different seas because many is used with countable nouns and much is only used with uncountable nouns. Number 2. The leaves of the common sunflower are rough to the touch on both sides. The sentence starts with a subject, the leaves. Then there's a prepositional phrase, of the common sunflower, and a verb, are. Then we see this expression, both. We know that both is only used with plural nouns. But look, side is not plural. So, our answer is dog. This should be sides because both is used with plural nouns. Number 3. Hemoglobin enables the red blood cells to carry oxygen and small numbers of carbon dioxide. The sentence starts with a subject, hemoglobin, and then a verb, enables. Here we see numbers of and the uncountable noun carbon dioxide. But numbers of is only used with countable nouns. So our answer is dog. It should be amounts of. This expression is used with uncountable nouns. Your assignment for today is to finish the rest of the questions. All of these questions are focused on skills 19 and 20. So you need to think about plural and singular nouns and countable and uncountable nouns, because that's what all of these questions are focused on. As always, if you have any questions or you need help, you can send me a message and I will help you. Good luck!